everybody! Welcome to your second to last project for glass fusing. Seniors, this will, well, no, you're going to have one more project. So this will be your second to last project for everybody. And so I'm going to kind of be introducing the next two projects, but you're going to have to wait till the end of the video for me to give you the last project. Make you watch my videos. Anyway, I miss you guys a lot. School is not the same without you. It's pretty lonely, and I can't believe I don't get to see you again until the end. Well, no, it's like the end. Okay, anyway, moving on. So, I hope you guys had fun with the stained glass project. I had fun with the stained glass project, that's for sure. And I'm excited to grade them. And for your next project, you guys are going to have a little bit more stained glass. When we looked at medieval stained glass pieces and different stained glass developments throughout the Middle Ages in Gothic style cathedrals, we looked at many different types of stained glass. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making something that I've started here. This obviously has been started, and it's a piece of black construction paper, and I started putting a few pieces of tissue paper on it. Okay. And so you can see the tissue paper there. The rest of it is cut out pieces on this that I will fill in tissue paper. So I'm going to kind of introduce how it's best to do this. It's not going to be a super long tutorial because it's not very complicated. So I'm going to do a really quick little tutorial on how to cut out the stained glass pieces. And you guys, for this week, you are going to use your smaller black construction paper for this project. And then for next week, I'll tell you what you're going to do for next week at the end. Okay? So let's get started as soon as I pause this. All right, guys. So here we go. We're going to be looking at how to cut this piece. So here's my example that I used. I know there's black underneath it, but I cut out all these little shapes. And so I'm going to kind of show you how to get this started. And one of the easiest ways to do this is to draw just your basic shapes. So I started in the very center, okay, of my paper, and I just started with a circle, okay? And then outside of the circle, then I made some squares. Or actually, I kind of made it look like a flower. So I made like little petals. And I just drew them in like that, okay? And then what I went in with my X-Acto knife, and circles are actually fairly hard to do with an X-Acto knife. There's lots of straight edges. Okay, so I did my little inside. You can see I spit on my paper a little bit. Oops. Okay, and now I'm going to do my little petals. And obviously I'm not hitting it exactly where I drew the petals. It's just kind of a rough sketch as to like where I want everything. So I'm making sure I overlap my lines. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Hopefully the camera is catching this. I know I'm probably blocking half of it, so I'm sorry. And I know it's fuzzy. Come on. Let's see here. There. Well, at least it's not fuzzy for like 2 seconds. And then right here, I'm going to cut this out. I have a blue cutting paper underneath, which is nice because then I can kind of get a sense of where I'm cutting. Okay. I just spilled. Okay. So I have my first couple of shapes down there, and then I can kind of just, I like to work from the center. If you want to start on the side and do it that way, you definitely can. But for this, I'm not even going to draw this one in. I'm going to do some more petal work. So I'm going to go between every petal. So for this specific assignment, you guys are making stained glass like windows with your black construction paper, and you're going to fill in everything with tissue paper. And so I'm going to show you what that's going to look like. I just wanted to start off by kind of showing you some easier techniques of how to get this piece started. And again, I would use some sort of cardboard that you cut on, okay, so that you're ready for that. And so you see I have my little flower that I just did, and you're going to fill up the whole space, okay. I think it's easiest again if you work from the middle out, but if you want to start on one side of the paper, you can do that as well. It's whatever floats your boat, okay. So then the next step that you're going to do is you are going to, once you fill up this whole page, I'm going to flip it over, because, well, actually I'm not going to flip it over because I want to glue tissue paper down, but I want to glue the tissue paper down on the side that actually has pencil marks. So I'm going to take my little glue stick, which each of you guys should have, because I gave them to you. And I'm just going to, I like using this glue over Elmer's. I'm just going to kind of glue this whole area. I'm not exactly the most non-messy gluer. And then I'm just going to, I just use my X-Acto knife and I cut these little tiny pieces of tissue paper. And so now I'm just kind of taking the different colors of tissue paper and gluing them down. My fingers. Oh, I ran out of red. Nope, it's on the floor. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue over the top of these to get it to all stick down. I'm sure you guys have all done this before as a child. Craft time. I just think it's kind of a fun way for us to do something different, because obviously we can't all do glass fusing, so hopefully you guys are having fun with these, because the point of it is to have fun. Okay, so you can see I put that all down. Now if I wanted to put more pink down there, I could fill in this area with more pink. So basically what you're going to end up doing is you're going to cut the whole piece of paper. You're going to fill in the tissue paper in all the spots that you cut. So like in this piece, obviously I didn't cut up the whole paper because it was just kind of the demo, right? And then you would just put the tissue paper on the back so that when you flip it over, you have the cool little tissue paper piece, so that if I were to shine light through it, let's get some light. Woohoo! All the different colors would show up. So, easy peasy, guys. So this is super fun. This is going to be your next project. So you can see this one I was working on filling up this whole area, and doing the back here. I was just going to fill in this area. So I'm just going to do like a piece at a time. This is very therapeutic. You can definitely do this in front of the TV, listening to music. So next is, you're probably all wondering what your next project is going to be, because I said at the end of the video that I would tell you what your final project is. Well, the time has come, people. The time has come. So, your final project, this project is due for everybody on Monday of next week. Okay, so this is going to be due on Monday, June 1st. Okay, and then seniors, your final, and underclassmen, everybody's final project is going to be a fun stained glass window choice piece. So with you, you guys have another sheet of black construction paper. You have tissue paper. You have X-Acto knives. Okay, you have glue sticks. You have more film that you could use if you want to do that. But your next piece, your final project, is going to be a choice stained glass piece that you're going to make with whatever you want. So this piece that is due on Monday, June 1st, is going to be very kind of planned, like you see here on mine. And then for your choice piece, you can pretty much make whatever you want craft-wise with the stained glass stuff. So that's going to be your final project. And there'll be a handout that I will also attach to the email with the explanation of your expectations for both of these projects. And I miss you guys terribly, and I hope you're having fun with this. And if you guys need anything, any more supplies or anything like that, please let me know. I will get them to you, okay? Love you all.